What's up, everybody? My name is Matt, aka The Constant.
I'm Big O the Prodigy.
And this is Reality Rebooted,
a Fortnite podcast. And today we're going to be going over top 5 topics of the new season.
That is true. This is episode 1 of Reality Rebooted. So if you're not subscribed already, do us a favor, hit the subscribe button on both the channels, because this is going on both the channels. And then leave a like if you enjoy the content. So, Big O, what are we discussing today?
Well, first up, we're going to be talking about cosmetics of the new season. What do you think?
Okay. So, this is just us going over the Battle Pass skins here. Personally, we're going to try to tell you our personal favorites, and then we want to hear from you. Let us know down below what your favorite skins are for the new season. Battle Pass skins, though. Let me get this up real quick. Hold on. So, we got Era. Amazing starting skin, by the way. I do want to say that. I did not think Era was going to be the starting skin for the season, but lo and behold, like, did you think that? Like, who would you think was going to be the starting skin?
Lorenzo. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be Lorenzo.
I thought it was going to be Lorenzo too. I'm not going to lie.
But I'm not mad. Era is a great skin.
Era is a solid pick, and it does remind me of like the Lynxes from past battle passes and stuff like that. But anyway, so we got Era, Trace, Rianne or Ryan. I do want to make this.
Ryan.
I do want to make this announcement. Ryan and Rianne are both correct. I looked it up, and because I like to be on the side of right, but they're both correct. So however you say it, unless you're saying some third way, then you're wrong. But Relic, Mariposa, Lorenzo towards the end. I mean, and then Optimus Prime himself. I mean, loaded battle pass. Personally, I gotta say again from the beginning.
Okay.
I liked Era from the beginning. I'm gonna say Era.
Okay.
And
come on.
I mean, I don't want to go with Optimus. Is that like saying like your favorite? Like your favorite character in Naruto is Naruto, or yeah, I don't know. Rianne's growing on me, but Trace is Mariposa. There's so many. All right, I'll say Rianne. I will say Rianne for my second pick, but Era is my obvious first here. I mean, what do you think? I know that you were eyeing down Relic when the leaks were around, but now that you see the full battle pass, like, what are your top 2?
I mean, right off the bat, all of them are incredible. Even down to the Meowscles, the Meowscles, you know what I'm saying? Like that Fortnite.
I forgot about Meowscles. My goodness.
Out the ballpark, like just completely. But for me, definitely Era and then Relic.
Okay.
And if I would have just top 3 it real quick, probably place because like it's like a toss up between Ryan and Optimus Prime.
Okay.
For me. So
okay.
Right off the bat, 3 I'll probably pick Optimus Prime only because of how incredible the collabs, like how Fortnite has been working on these collabs.
Yeah, no, I do think like low-key people were saying Transformers in Fortnite. I just didn't think it would actually happen anytime soon. I saw the potential, but Optimus being in this battle pass did take me by surprise. So that is pretty awesome. I mean,
well, when you think about it, like we're starting, like yourself, just the background of Fortnite, you started before I did. But even back when I was playing like Chapter 2, they weren't really doing collabs like that.
No, not at all.
You know what I mean?
They're collab centric now.
Yeah,
but
it's kind of going from that to now. It's remarkable.
No, it really is, and I honestly think the way they went about it, just shrinking. Even in the trailer, they made a point to shrink Optimus Prime down to Fortnite character size, and that's going to open up the door for more, again, bigger or maybe even smaller characters to join Fortnite, which is kind of cool. I'm looking forward to that. But I do have to ask, what's your favorite item shop skin thus far? Because which ones did we get? By the time this episode airs, we've gotten Sloan. We got Optimus Primal right off the rip. We've gotten the Fox. What's her name? Starts with a K.
Kamiko.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, Kimiko? I don't know how you say it. Either way. Yeah, the Five Tails. And then we just recently got Suki, another version of Suki, by the way. Fortnite loves Suki.
Yeah, that one's really nice.
I do like it. And they progressively get better too. If you like compare the first Suki to the next Suki to the next, it's like they just keep getting more like elegant, I guess I would say. I don't know. Like they just get better and better as they kind of go down the line.
They each have their own flair. You know what I mean?
Their own personality, I would say.
Right.
But out of the item shop skins, are you feeling anyone in particular the most? I'm trying to think of what mine is.
I would have to say Kamiko, in my opinion. I did like Optimus Primal, but like I just wasn't feeling it. Like I feel like
he's a big boy.
Bulky for me, yeah.
He's a big boy.
Too bulky for me.
I held off on Optimus Primal too. I'm trying to gauge what I should be spending the monies on sometimes, and I buy a lot of skins. But I know I'm gonna get Optimus Primal. I'm gonna run him once, maybe 3 times, and then he's gonna go in the locker forever. But he's really cool.
Unless you're getting dubs with it, you know what I mean? Like if you're getting dubs with it.
That's true. Sometimes there are hidden skins that have just the power. But all right. So Sloan, I like that we have Sloan back. I'm curious to see where the storyline goes with Sloan. So I really liked the Sloan item shop skin, Suki, and the Five Tails. They're all good so far. They're all kind of bangers. And we have to wait for the update. Is it this Tuesday or is it next Tuesday?
I believe it's this Tuesday.
I believe it kind of is too, to be honest.
I'm pretty sure it's 2510.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, so that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna have an update already for the new season, which is amazing. And future collab skins. Is there anything that we're looking to see this season in particular? That was a question that got asked a couple times. We have a jungle biome. Is there anything that you want to see pop up in this jungle biome?
Truthfully, I don't know if it's just because I've been so accustomed to the collabs, but I kind of want to see variations of skins that we've had in the past. Not so much new collabs, more so a revamped kind of like modern, like a revision of a skin. You know what I mean? Like bring back like.
Okay.
Where could we go? I mean, I can go back for a little bit. Korra. You know what I mean? Bring back Midas. Even like have different variations. Like
I'm waiting for Midas to make a return. I'm just waiting.
You know what I mean?
I want Midas to come back ever since that.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
That's what I'm kind of going for.
I could see them doing a Jurassic Park collab of some sort. I don't know.
That's very true.
I could see that.
That went right over my head.
Yeah, I mean that's like kind of like an obvious pull for me. Like a lot of people said One Piece. I'm a big fan of One Piece. I want it to come to the game. Is it this season? I don't feel like it is. I don't feel like One Piece is anything less than Battle Pass material. I think it's got to be treated like an AOT. I think it's got to be a season like where it's dedicated to that anime, that show, with all the hype that's surrounding that and it being one of like the big 3 in anime, right? I think that deserves a battle pass. That deserves some mythics. That's not like an item shop. Oh, One Piece is here. Get an item. I think that deserves more hoopla. So
I agree.
Even though I want One Piece,
absolutely,
I don't want it this season. Because I want it done right, and I want some more hoopla. But on to our next point. What's our next one? So that was number 1, cosmetics.
That was number 1, cosmetics.
So what's our number 2?
Right here, what we have up next is the loot pool.
Ooh, this is going to be a fun one to discuss. All right. So we have a loot pool.
What's our weapons, right?
Okay. So we had the red eye. Then we didn't have the red eye. Well, now we don't have the red eye, right? So
That was your bread and butter.
This is gonna hurt me to say. Okay, this is gonna hurt me to say this. I actually will think it's a good change. I actually think the red eye coming out of the game, getting faulted, is a good change for Fortnite Season 3. Here's why. Okay, I do truly think that as powerful, especially I like the weapon, it was there for too long. It was there for too long. Okay, Fortnite has this thing where they like to introduce a meta type weapon, and that was the red eye back in, I don't know when it actually debuted, but whatever season it debuted, the red eye was literally the pick, right? If you picked anything else, you were just having fun. The red eye was the meta weapon, at least for most people, right? I mean, if you were working on some heavy aim assist, maybe you picked up something different. Okay, I get it. But at least definitely for keyboard and mouse and for even controller players like yourself, red eye was the go-to. But
yeah, no, it was.
Now, I don't know why they started it with I thought the red eye was gone this season. That's what I was expecting it to be gone. However, the MK being there, I think, is a perfect fit for the season. It's a little dumbed down in the fact that, again, it shoots a little slower, but it does do slightly more damage, but it makes it like a little bit more manageable to defend against. I just think that the red eye had its time. It needed to swap out. Fortnite likes to introduce those powerful weapons and then give you like weapons that make no sense to pick up alongside it. So like the Scar that no one was picking up, right? That one that was just not great. And then we had the Havoc assault rifle next to the red eye. It's like, we're not picking that up over the red eye. So they like to do that. And they still have that kind of now with the MK and the Havoc. But I mean, do you agree with that the red eye needed to go, or are you?
Yes, yes and no. For the reasons I'll explain, because it was a really good weapon. It was a great, phenomenal,
arguably
weapon.
The best weapon in Fortnite right now. Like in my opinion, it's a top 3.
But then look at what you had opposing it, because we briefly had the it's like the laser. What was that? Where you would claim it on the island?
The pulse rifle.
The pulse rifle.
Yeah.
And that one was blowing people away left and right. Like, people were just getting beamed.
And it is telling,
myself included.
No, it's telling though that even like the red eye in that situation, a lot of people thought twice, and some people even chose the red eye over the pulse rifle, a mythic weapon that you had to claim that island to get. That's kind of how telling it is that red eye was just so powerful. I found myself picking it up and finding it more dependable than the pulse. The pulse was great for pushing and also having that range, but like some people still chose red eye over that mythic weapon.
I mean, I did.
Yeah, you did.
Really much of a fan of the pulse.
That's true.
Again, phenomenal weapon. It was very fun to use it, but as you said, I feel like it was just time to switch it up, and I think they learned, and by that I mean like Epic and Fortnite, they learned from how the MK was used in the beginning. That MK, mind you, I'm on the roller.
Yeah.
That MK was deadly is like an understatement, because like there was little to no recoil. The fire rate was it was similar to that of the combat AR, another weapon that I love to use, right?
That combat.
Yeah, combat, just like the rapid fire, you know what I mean? But the combat AR had like a little bit more of a recoil.
Gotcha.
So with the MK, right? They, like I said, they learned. So fire rate went down. Okay, fine. And I've noticed with gameplay thus far, we're about like a week in. It has a little bit more of a recoil, which is great. It's not like overpowering where it's like, oh, come on, this is like, I'm never gonna use it again. But it's very, very well managed.
It's gonna take a second, to get used to.
And then with the increased rarity, the decline of the kickback, you know what I'm saying, the recoil.
Yeah, I think it's more balanced. That is for sure. It's still the go-to weapon for so many people, but it's definitely a more balanced version. And that's going to bring me to the SMGs. I know you love the combat SMG.
Oh.
So I say that sarcastically because he will not pick up a combat SMG for the life of him.
No.
I love the combat. So let us know. Let me know. Actually, I need to know in the comments for people that play on PC versus people that play a controller. What are you picking up, the combat or the regular submachine gun? I do want to know. Again, Oscar's on controller. He prefers the regular submachine gun. I'm on PC. I prefer the combat SMG. I want to know if that recoil is just a difference maker. Depending on, again, your input. I need to know if that.
Definitely let us know, please.
But other than that, the other two things I wanted to discuss loot pool wise are the vaulting of the chug splashes, which again, I think that's fine. We still have the slurps in the game, which honestly, I kind of thought maybe they would get vaulted, but they're pretty powerful, but they still wanted them there. I could see that. And then
they're very, very much necessary this season.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, you're kind of right. We'll get to that, why they are, I guess, in just a second. And then the wasps. So are we liking wasps? Are we disliking wasps? Because I don't know if anyone's liking the wasps right now.
Yeah, you give me your hot take and I'll give you mine. Go ahead.
I think Fortnite wasps are the equivalent of IRL mosquitoes, and I feel like they just, we'd just be better off without them completely gone. But I mean, I do see them fitting perfectly with the season, and if there's a player that chooses to fight wasps, or fight with wasps, that's cool. But just know I'm not going to enjoy that fight. But what's your hot take?
Get him out of here.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know what I mean? No more to it. You know what I mean?
I do like how easy they are to defeat, though. I do like that if you shoot them, they go away.
They're just annoying. They're like, I just feel like they're like, Fortnite got bored, so here we're gonna BM the entire like Fortnite community with these horrible pests.
That's where we're gonna end that point. That's a good spot to end point number 2. What's point number 3? What's that got for us?
All right, now we're talking about rotation. This is extremely important.
Okay. This is going to be probably the most important one we talk about this podcast.
Single-handedly.
Is the lack of movement this season.
Ain't no movement.
So I don't know if I'm just an optimist, right? Not an Optimus Prime, but like an optimist in that I think there is movement. But I do want to caveat that by saying I don't think that's what people are saying when they're saying there's no movement, because there is movement in Fortnite right now. Granted, it's not the excess of movement we've had in past seasons, but there is movement. So you have vehicles, you do have the animals to ride, the boars, the wolves, also the dinos, but we're lacking the movement that we had. That katana's gone. The ODM is gone. Our IP to the Spider-Man mythic. We were spoiled rotten. Fortnite arguably more movement than Apex at that point, right? And Apex is like the king of movement. Wow. But like there's still movement, and I'm always down for that get back to basics type of mentality after having all this in your face type stuff. So like I'm big on let's get back to where we started and work back up to that scenario.
Okay.
But I do hear the cries of the competitive community, the streamer community, the community that is very let's say just better than us, right? If we are part of them, but like the people that are like that technically have a higher skill level are more vocal about the mobility, I think, than the casuals or the people that are just kind of, playing to enjoy themselves, etc. Is that true? That's another question that I would like to ask to you all. Is that something that you feel? Do you consider yourself a casual, a pro, And if you do, where do you stand on that? Is movement something that you think we're lacking? Is it fine? Yeah. I do want to give you a second to speak your thoughts on it. So, I mean, let me know, like, what do you feel?
I mean, I don't want to sound like you worded it like perfectly, but I
Mm-hmm.
really like how you worded bringing it back,
Mm-hmm.
because I agree. Um, we were definitely spoiled. However, bringing it back to where it's like, okay, y'all had fun. We all had fun. We were all moving and flying around the entire Fortnite map.
Yeah.
Let's kind of. It always feels good to bring it back. You know what I mean, to the basics where it's like, okay, we got cars. We've been had them. It's like before that we didn't have any of that. I remember playing, and I think it was when boats were a thing, and that was what
Mm-hmm.
chapter 2, season 4, maybe no, even 3.
Yeah, yeah. Your favorite season of Fortnite
Mm.
when the island
We're not
flooded.
there. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah,
We're positive here.
bringing it back is important. And I want to make one more point about the movement. So the other day,
Yeah.
I had heard an argument saying like, well, was chapter 1 bad then? Because so many people praise chapter 1, right?
I saw that. Yeah, I know. Yep.
And chapter 1 just doesn't have that movement. Chapter 1 has no movement comparable. They didn't have vehicles to drive in, let alone animals. And then we don't have like anything we have now. There's just that was a rough time, but it really wasn't because we didn't have the movement. So we weren't, when we go back in time to those moments, it feels like a lot. Not only that, but chapter 1 storm circles were different. So this is what people mean about movement, is that we need something to get out of the storm now that the storm moves so quickly in current day Fortnite. So not only is the map bigger, but the storms move differently and faster than they did in Fortnite Chapter 1. So in Chapter 1, you didn't need a Spider-Man mythic. You didn't need to fling around on ODM gear or even use a katana, right?
Right.
But if someone chooses to fight you in the storm in this season, you're almost both certainly dead. Like you're just gone. It's over. Because you don't have a way to get out of that storm fight in time. And the storm, again, like I said, moves a little bit quicker, and it's just a different time. So nowadays, it is more important for Fortnite to give mobility to its players just because of the changes that have happened in Fortnite and the progression of Fortnite since Chapter 1. So Chapter 1 was great. It's just a matter of it was a different time with different needs, with a different storm speed, a different size of the island. And so that's why I do hear the cries of the competitive community, and I do understand where they're coming from. And I would like to end this segment by addressing the fact that Fortnite did address the fact and tweeted out this, and I quote, "Get ready to bounce around the jungle. Shockwave grenades are being unvaulted in zero build with our version 25.10 game update. We've been paying close attention to player feedback regarding mobility items and will continue to monitor gameplay for all Battle Royale experiences." So this means Fortnite's listening. Fortnite hears the cries. Okay, they're not a company that's just gonna, plug their ears to their player base, and they are doing things. Even though it's only in zero build, it's still a step in the right direction. And who knows what Fortnite has planned. So I do think that we have to just learn an old but now new way of playing Fortnite. Worry more about rotation right now, other than just pushing mindlessly. It's like it's a new play style in a sense.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's all about strategy and how you want to continue playing the game. And Shockwaves, like you said, just the beginning of something that Fortnite has had boundless amount of like loot pool, launch pads, this and that and the third. Like you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So who's to say they won't bring some of those back for like a little bit?
Yeah.
But for now, we roll with the punches. It's okay.
And we rotate a little sooner.
Yeah. I mean, we tell that to ourselves.
That's true. On to number 4, though. So that was 3.
All
Again,
right.
leave your comments below. Give us your feedback.
Yes.
Let us know if we're just too nice to Fortnite with the mobility. But,
Let us
obviously
know how you feel about it.
yeah. So number
We love your
4.
opinion. Well, what we got? We have here map changes.
Okay. So how do you feel about the map changes then? Give us.
Let's see. New map change. Well, right off the bat, we have a giant new POI. Which jungle themed heavy. We're gonna have to, let's see, go through that list that with the 3 new POIs. The ruins, right? We have the ruins.
You got Creaky.
Creaky. We got Creaky.
And then the other one starts with the S.
Hmm.
Oh, is it Shady?
It might be Shady. Let's see. But regardless, it's a main part like of the 3 different POIs within that terrain, right?
Yeah.
I personally like it a lot. It's kind of a little bit like that Indiana Jones vibe to it, where like you had the temple and everything like that.
Uh-huh.
But I like it. You know what I mean? I think because we have to think about it also what comes with it, right? You have the new with the new jungle POI, you have new items and new terrain that comes with it. So Fortnite, I think, did a really like Rumble Ruins. There you go.
Yes. Creaky
Creaky
Compound.
and Shady Stilts.
Yes.
So with these 3 new POIs, I mean, Fortnite did a great job because not only did they add these massive different locations, right, and new what's the word I'm looking for? It's like environmental
Yeah. You interact with the environment differently now in the form of mud
and vines
and flowers.
Oh yeah,
Or whatever those things are, right? They're flowers.
Bouncy bloom.
Yeah, you got
bouncy
some
bloomers.
Yeah,
That's what I'll call them. But they did great. Like they provided us with a massive POI change, and they added mobility to it. Ways to get around it.
Yeah.
Guardrails. The grind rails, right? Which we still do, but with this POI brings with it its own new form of transportation within, maneuvering while you're either trying to get out of zone or, let's say you're stuck in a jam, you're going up against another team and looking kind of low. You could easily hop onto one of those vines, make your way around to kind of avoid taking any further damage and being able to get your heals up,
Yeah, it's a fun biome. I like it. Definitely different than things they've done. I thought it was gonna be kind of like that chapter 1 season 8 vibe with like the Aztec ruins and Peely season, the volcano. Who knows if we're getting that volcano, by the way. Honestly, like, I don't know at this point. I don't, but the volcano could still be around Mega City dormant. I don't, but, I do like,
Mega?
I mean, I don't know.
Brutal, like right between like brutal and lonely, but I'd be like, because that's where it was like way back.
Yeah.
In that area during chapter 1.
Well, that's true too, but that area next to Mega City is so like, I guess it was perfect for a volcano, but it could just be people overthinking. Yeah, it just makes sense, but I don't know if they even plan to do that at this point. We'll see, because we do have that little volcano emoticon in the battle pass, and when Fortnite throws something like that in there, you got to pay close attention to it. But the mud is pretty cool. I like the mud. It is slightly annoying when you don't want the mud on you and you got the mud on you, like you're kind of slip and sliding, like around. Right. But when you got it and you want it, it gives you, again, not Spider-Man mobility, but some mobility to slide around and do what you got to do. And then the vaults, I thought the way that they did the vaults is interesting. I don't know if I like it or hate it yet. I'm not sure. Realistically, there's not much of a reward in my mind for going into them. And then there's a whole break through the wall and don't even give your weapon to get into the vault thing that hopefully they'll patch that up and not make that a thing anymore.
Patch up the wall.
Yeah. I mean, make the wall, I don't know, but it is a cool little thing that they're doing, and it does fit the theme. So I do like it. Do you guys in the comments like the new vault system? Do you think there's something they could have done, like maybe even putting a mobility item in the vaults? You know what I mean? That people will go crazy for them. They could still do that in the future. You never know. But I think overall the map changes are solid, and I really want to kind of just give a round of applause to these developers. When you look at Chapter 4 Season 1's map and put it next to this one, the Chapter 4 Season 3's map, the map changes are crazy. You don't see this type of map changing in like any other game. So realistically, even though, again, we as the Fortnite community are a little spoiled because Fortnite does such a great job with their updates and frequency and stuff like that, really do admire and give them props for these huge map changes that they had over these past couple of seasons, and where the map's gonna go as well. It really is cool to see that there is a developer, Fortnite, doing this, and you truly wouldn't get this with another game. You just wouldn't.
That's actually very interesting. Like when you brought that up, because I'm literally looking at both of them side by side, and it's wild because they had to zoom out just to fit what they added when it came down to Mega City and Naughty and Kenjutsu and Steamy.
Yeah,
they added.
It's crazy. Like, it's really crazy. Like, to us, it's like, oh, I mean, a jungle, let's go, or like Mega City. Like, obviously, those are big POIs, but it's crazy the development of those places. Like, they're going full throttle into map changes this chapter, and it's really cool to see, and it does keep things feeling fresh, at least for me. So hopefully, there's other people that aren't just getting immune to this and getting just bored after day 2. It's like, well, they just did like what a game would do in like a year, but like in a season. You know what I mean? So
no, it really is. It really is something when going back and forth to them. Like, I keep looking and even though the name of the POI is relatively the same, just the layout and the ratio of land that you have is just insane. Because granted, Brutal Bastion is not as icy. There's a lot more green now. So that might change. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really incredible. Like you said, hats off to the developers, because I mean they're doing something that I know I can't do, but I enjoy it. But I'm able to appreciate it.
Got you. Well, I mean, we're on our last topic then of the podcast here. What do you got for us?
All right. Topic number 5, we have future speculations, which is, I always like these kind of things personally because it leaves it really open to interpretation. So, but I'll kind of warm it up and I'll leave it to you to kind of like spice it up, and then we'll go back and forth and talk about it more. But we're like, what do you mean future? Like, well, what do you think? What do you really see that could be potentially the outcome of the rest of Chapter 4?
Well, the island keeps getting bigger, right? I mean, we left it. I want to see where this Sloan story goes, because I really want to see where Jones is at. Where's Jonesy, and where the 7 have ended up, and all that. Like, I'm a big lore fan of Fortnite, and they've been doing a lot of world building, but I need to see where these characters ended up. They're leaving us hanging for too long. So I'm happy to see Sloan, because I feel like Sloan is like, okay, storylines coming back kind of like thing. You know what I mean? We got another character. She survived, and she's back. So hopefully we'll see the 7 and figure out where they're at, what they're doing. Summertime's rolling around too. I mean, we're gonna get some sort of summer event, in in a shorter time. So I'm curious to see what happens to the island, if it's just a small event, if it's something bigger than that. You know, maybe that's why Fortnite's holding off on certain things at the beginning of the season. Who knows? But overall, I do want to see the lore kind of kicked back into gear. And I mean, I'd be down for a volcano. I do want to see an event again. I do want to see a Fortnite event again. I feel like we're getting close to that time where Fortnite's going to want to do an event again. It's just a matter of time, right? So hopefully we get one of those. And then obviously I would like the collabs that I want to come to the game, right? So let's get One Piece to the game. You know, it's been a minute. We have every other big anime. Let's get One Piece in the game somehow, some way. But I want it done right, so don't rush it. But what do you think? What do you have for wishes?
For any wishes or speculation, I agree with the volcano because initially I did, like, even though I started at like chapter 2, season 2, I did play Fortnite a little bit prior. Like, I did play when the volcano was there, and I remember enjoying it. So to kind of like actually really be invested, and I really enjoy and like love the game and the lore. So to bring that back, I think it's definitely on my top priority list of requests to put back, to have it back in the game.
Got you.
As far as any changes, Fortnite's been slowly incorporating biomes, right? Whether it be, you know, the ice, the sand way back. Now they have, you know, jungles and rainforests. So I really like how they're adding. If they can add more, no, not more, but maybe different biomes, I'll be very interested into seeing what they would have, whether it be even with the forest right now, even if they incorporated rain. You know what I mean?
To be honest, I've seen rain. It doesn't do anything in game, but I have seen like visual rain pouring from time to time. It's not always
but rain to where it would to the point where like it would, like, you know what I mean, like different biomes would affect the gameplay.
Gosh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like the tornado, you're saying.
Yeah, essentially, and the rainstorm, that the lightning that they had, those are very neat. I enjoyed those because it kind of added a different dynamic. Where like, okay, we're in a game right now. We're fighting now. We have to kind of wonder how we would either rotate or how we would navigate, how we could maybe benefit from the engagement, or, you know what I mean, leave them at a disadvantage. And it's just, you know, all about strategic. And as you brought up lore, like, I'm a big fan of like storyline. Like, whenever I play a game, I love for a storyline to be like, because it provides engagement. It really lets me feel like I'm involved and incorporated within the game. So like how you brought with Jonesy, I've been wondering where in the world Jonesy and the Seven have been.
It's not a where's Waldo, it's where's Jonesy.
Exactly. And as far as Sloan,
not a fan of Sloan. I get it. Get it. It's
I'm
fine.
really
it's okay.
I was never a fan. Like, I wasn't crazy about their character. Unless, you know, like I said, I could be proven wrong. There might be some development, underlying stories that, you know, Fortnite may like.
I hope we see Sloan do like a
bring up. You know what I mean?
Guy turn or something.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
But other than that, the main thing I would want is to, if I were to have a speculation or a wish, it would be for more like biomes, yes, but incorporate something environmental where it would kind of change the gameplay, like, you know what I mean, so we could kind of navigate through our own engagements when it comes to, you know, battling and going up against someone else.
Got you. Okay, yeah, that's those are pretty solid points too. I mean, honestly, we've been talking for quite a bit now. This is only episode 1, everyone, so we're probably gonna keep it on the shorter side. We're probably gonna aim for episodes between 30 minutes and an hour on average, depending on the week. We're expecting to have podcast episodes on Saturdays, so expect them on the weekends. If there are any, you know, changes or whatever the case is, we'll obviously let you know, but we're trying for a podcast every week.
Right.
And we want to know like, what do you guys want to hear? If you ever have discussion points, definitely feel free to leave them in the comments of these podcasts, because every week we're going to be making new top 5 topics, kind of like of the week. And if you ever have a topic that you want us to discuss, be sure to leave it down below, and then we might be able to discuss your topic, your desired topic, on a future podcast. I mean, other than that, I think it's been a solid start to the season. Granted, some disappointment for some individuals, and I do understand that. Different people have different play styles, and different people have different wants and desires from Fortnite. I still like the season, and it's only going to go up, you know what I mean? So even the people that are complaining about the mobility know that mobility is coming, and you just gotta, again, adjust. Fortnite's always been a game about adjusting. Just remember that. That's Fortnite's not a stagnant game. They want you to, you know, play and keep evolving, never just stay with like, oh, I mastered this, therefore I'm good now for the rest of my days in Fortnite. Nah, it's like they're always changing something. Even the best players are going to have to adapt over and over and over again. And that's why I truly love Fortnite, and I'm not disappointed with this season. As controversial as that may be, I do like the new Fortnite season. Could there be things improved? Of course. But always let Fortnite know your needs, your demands, what you like, what you don't like, because it only helps Fortnite do better anyway. So let your voice be heard regardless of if you like it or don't like it.
Or you could be like me and get someone really good at Fortnite like Matt over here, and you know, he can help you out, you know, just a little bit and get better. But other than that, it's like I said, it's all, you know, we both shared it. Fortnite, it's going great. I love how they're always changing it, making it fresh, making it new. Always kind of not really letting us know the next move, and we kind of have to adjust and not only get better, but it's, like you said, it's mainly about being, you know, accommodating to what the new play style is going to be, and what changes you have to make as a player. And not everyone's going to be happy. Some people are going to like it, some people are not going to like it, but that's okay. That's there for a game for everyone to like. In my personal opinion, is non-existent, and
impossible.
Nor would it be as fun, because it's always changing and kind of makes you more engaged and make you want to get better and figure out how you can, almost like a chameleon, just work your way and mold yourself to where it's like, okay, I'm perfectly set to where I know how to play the game, but then you know what, it's going to switch up and be like, oh, guess what, got to do it all over again. But that's what makes it fun, in my opinion.
That is true. Well, again, that's it for episode 1. So let us know. Yeah, I mean, this is episode 1. If you were here, if you enjoyed, please leave a like on the video.
Let us know.
Subscribe. Help us reach our first 100 subscribers. This is, again, a passion project for us. We're not looking to make it big with it, but we're hoping that we can get some people in on it that enjoy it and truly want to discuss Fortnite. But you know, I'm one of your hosts, Matt, aka The Constant, and
I myself over here, I'm the one and only Big O the Prodigy.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. See you guys soon.
Catch you later. Peace.